what we're trying to do is work in a sort of recovery focused way, so towards some kind of goal, some outcome, and that's the client's outcome. Again, in the app, the goals and so on are captured. That's not to say they're static, and they'll change, and I think there'll be at times kind of big goals and little goals. So with the fellow I mentioned earlier on, I did get in to see him, the one who was sleeping, because that's what's going to happen when you've got depression on top of you. With him, I was trying to make the point that he's done really well just getting out of bed. That is a non-trivial thing for someone going through that situation. So the goals needn't be massive and life-changing. They can be very small goals. And I think as a support worker, I want to feel that in every session, I'm contributing and moving along towards those goals. I'm very conscious that I am working with them in a recovery-focused way, and whilst the NDIS is about a lifelong mental health condition, the concept of recovery is still consistent with that, because like all of us, they have goals. So I think it's just always been conscious of that. And you know, maybe one of the downsides is that I will bring in goals that at times for me could be quite big, and I need to just be kind of conscious. And again, this is another area that I've talked to Luke about and how he'd handle, and he's given me some counsel as to big goals are great things, but they can be very intimidating. So it's about kind of breaking those things down into little achievable chunks. And I think, you know, one of the things I do is I always just try and make sure that the client is seeing that they are achieving some things in even you know, the shortest of sessions. It's picking on little things, you know. Let's say they're nuggets, you know, it's just little things that you think, right, okay, well, something might have got through there and might actually have been seen as valuable by the client. You know, as human beings, we're all frightfully polite. So when you ask people, how are you? You know, they'll tend to say, I'm okay. When you ask them, how was that? They'll tend to say, it's all right. But you look for these little nuggets that actually show that, hey, that actually might have resonated. So, you know, in the case of the individual in bed, I mean, physically having them out of bed there for a couple of hours is demonstration of at least a small goal. But bigger things happen. I had a wee, it's not a breakthrough, it's just a wee nugget. Just a week or so ago, where Accent Scottish play a lot of golf, and the client I was seeing lived next to a really great golf facility, which I've gone to and played out in the driving range. So took them there, and they really had fun. It was very therapeutic, hitting a golf ball hard, and they had great fun, and subsequently asked again to go. The wee nugget was that when I went back, you know, maybe a month or so after that first one, his mother had told me that she had gone out with him. He had been insisting that he takes her up to the golf course. So that's a small nugget, and they had played, and she had found that it was great fun. It's a small thing, but you know, that's something that was done voluntarily, and for the mother, the highlight wasn't actually the golf per se, it was the fact that her son had taken the initiative to take her out, and she had been out for a day that wasn't organised by her, wasn't organised by a support worker. And you know, if you actually deconstruct that, there's actually, for that client, there's quite a lot going on that's having them do that. Now, one is not a sample size, but I look for little things like that to think that maybe, you know, I'm playing my role. And ultimately, if I have any clients for the long term, I'd be looking to see that we're tracking towards those kind of bigger life goals.